Well, Jessica, it finally officially happened. The Wyoming High School Activities Association on Wednesday sanctioning girls wrestling in the state. Give me just your initial reaction to that news.
I immediately started crying. It was pretty great to hear that. And, yeah, I cried for like 45 minutes straight.
Wow. Everybody that I've talked to said you have put so much time and effort into this. Can you kind of describe what you've done and how this process has gone along now that it's come to fruition here?
Yeah, so, I mean, I grew up having to wrestle boys, and I dealt with a lot of hate from a lot of people just for simply wanting to wrestle. So I just wanted to make sure that these girls didn't have to deal with what I dealt with growing up. So I became the women's director about 6.5 years ago, and I've been working to get it sanctioned ever since. So for this to be finally happening is just surreal to me. So it's really exciting.
So what has it been like to see the growth, not at the high school level, but just in amateur wrestling for girls in the state of Wyoming?
It's been amazing. The first year that I became the women's director, I had one girl that I took to nationals, and she tore it up, and she wrestled the boys and her whole life and was really good, and All-American, and now she actually wrestles in college. So going from her to having all of this year is just pretty amazing to me.
What do you think the growth potential is for this in the Cowboy State?
I think it's going to explode. I think some of the girls are worried that they're not going to have any girls to wrestle, considering that now they have to wrestle girls. But I honestly think this is going to explode, especially in the higher weight classes. Now that you have a 172-pound girl having to wrestle a 172-pound girl rather than a boy, I think she's going to want to at least try it rather than having to wrestle a man at that point.
Obviously, it sounds like the seasons are going to run kind of concurrently. I know there's some other logistics to work out, but what have you seen in terms of the development and the talent in the state of Wyoming that high school fans will get to see now?
I mean, we just took a team out to Iowa, and we had referees, we had coaches, we had college coaches come up to us and tell us that, hey, where did Wyoming come from? Because we did absolutely amazing. They took third out there. We had one duel where we pinned every single person that we wrestled. So I just think it's awesome that these girls get to finally showcase their talent and their hard work.
Well, and it sounds like you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. It kind of sounds like this started with some other girls back in the late 90s and the petition of the WHSAA to wrestle, and then it's kind of carried on through a few different families, and now that it's built up. So this is a long time coming, it sounds like. Yeah,
it's over 30 years. So
wow.
To see this actually happening is pretty amazing. I know I keep saying that it's amazing, but honestly, that's all the words that I can muster right now with all this.
Well, hey, thank you so much for your time, and have fun and enjoy now what is going to be girls wrestling sanctioned at the high school level here in Wyoming.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.